wins. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 21 wins, no losses, with 18 big wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight he is making his first attempt at a world title. Please welcome the hard-hitting, undefeated WBC Silver Cruiserweight Champion, Mairis Briedis. Wearing black trunks with gold trim, fighting out of Berlin, Germany. He weighed in the same as his opponent, 90.5 kilos, with a tremendous record of 40 wins, 3 losses and 1 draw. He has 27 wins coming by way of knockout. Boxing today, the renowned 2-time world champion, the reigning and defending IBO Cruiserweight Champion of the world, introducing Marco.
Touch gloves. It's going to work.
Years away to make it work and a way to win. Tony Bellew said too many miles on the clock for Huck. He's gone for Mairis Briedis. Could well wind up fighting Bellew at some stage in the future.
Yeah, I'll certainly be interested to see who the winner is, whether the guy he backs or whether Huck can roll back the years while people thinking he has to do. But Huck's a clever fighter. He doesn't do a lot, but then when he does, he works in spurts and makes it effective.
It can happen for the first 2.5 minutes, and then suddenly the old kitchen sink goes in the last 30 seconds.
Nice little jab there for the body there from Briedis.
Been a professional since 2004 now. Briedis from 2009. And as you heard prior to this fight, on no fewer than 12 occasions, heads coming in close and a bit of forearm from Huck. Nady letting him get away with it. Nady, the man who famously once had a chair thrown at him by Zab Judah.
I think Briedis done a good job so far, keeping those elbows tucked in nice and tight, blocked everything that Huck was throwing up to this point. Up to that point, I should say.
Not too much between them physically. Huck maybe just marginally the taller man. Tried unsuccessfully to go up to heavyweight a little while back. Remember that fight against Alexander Ring. Now, if it goes according to typical Huck fashion, this is about the stage where he starts to put his foot to the floor on the accelerator. Are we going to see the trademark flurry in these last 30 seconds?
Goes on Briedis again.
Formerly trained by Uli Wegner, who incidentally was also the trainer of Otte Urkel. Wegner now 74 years old, the former army man. He had a list of fighters, didn't he? With a little rock.
Briedis not being, I think, effective in yet, though, all those tactics from Huck.
Trying to turn it into a clinching match and show that physically he's the stronger man. Not sure he is. It is, to some extent, the Huck show.
He's struggling to find the range at the minute, though. And I think that dip in the head to the right when he throws the jabs takes away the right hand there of Marco Huck.
Crowd massive in this at the moment. And that's good work again from Briedis.
Again, nothing really clean from either fighter, but you just tend to think that Briedis is having the slightly better of the two.
Beat Simon Valery back in November in Liverpool. Stopped this, who may well be the heavier puncher of these two here, the heavier single puncher.
He's worked well with the jab again in this round, Briedis.
Really wary of that right hand.
Good jab again there.
Boxing to a plan, boxing to a pattern. Not taking the rounds hugely, but Huck not really doing anything.
No.
And that could well be a second round for the challenge. Briedis, as he would do, says that he got the better of it, and his abiding memory of it, bearing in mind that Briedis has only just turned professional at the time, so Huck was kind of using him as somebody he probably thought.
But you can imagine Huck being, because he's technically not the best marker, Huck. You can imagine him being dominated in sparring when it's not, people are not really going all out to hurt each other.
He has had some phenomenal contests, though, some epic fights. Those fights against Ola Afolabi.
I thought he would have been all over Briedis and all over him early as well. He's not.
Not so far. Is there a little bit of marking underneath his right eye? Well, he's eaten an awful lot of those straight left-hand leads from Mairis Briedis.
Maybe not.
I think it's his hair hanging down, isn't it?
Not loading up with anything and having plenty of success and a better round for him. That third round.
I don't think Huck has really done anything notable in the fight at any stage so far. And
Got to try and get that right hand in the play. That's very important for Huck. And I think it's doubling up with the jab. And you've got to step behind it. You've got to push him back with the shot. That first jab, it's got to be fast. The second jab, you've got to take a big step with it. As soon as that second jab...
WBC Cruiserweight title and IBO Cruiserweight title at stake. Huck defending the second belt. The first belt being made vacant because, of course, of the injury that Tony Bellew sustained during...
In shape or form.
Found a new word to give to Tony Bellew's title.
His win against David Hay. Again, Huck just not doing anything.
There tonight for Marco Huck. Big clash of heads, huge clash of heads. Any damage done? It certainly made them both blink. No cuts. Lucky this time.
And it's Huck coming worse off because Briedis is lower. He is, and again, there's no domination by him at all, but he's just doing enough. This is
now, so we go now into round 5. The man from Riga, who to many people might be a little bit of an unknown. He's been around for a while, but hasn't fought at this sort of level before. He's doing what he needs to, and that's a nice little right-hand counter.
Which is a bit, in Russia, the way
for former kickboxers. He was a policeman in an earlier life, Mairis Briedis. And he's got 4 sons who doubtless are extremely appreciative of what their dad's doing in there at the moment, because he's having a good night.
I've been beside the head of Briedis.
That's usually where he has so much success, isn't it?
He makes space when they're close up, doesn't he?
Makes it into a toe-to-toe brawl. He's not really been able to do so far with this fella, and he's not
closer around this one than the previous. Huck with the head. You got to try and push Briedis back with straight punches.
Like that.
Yeah, but continue with them. All these hooks and uppercuts. Well turned there by Briedis.
Huck's had a better round this time, but has he done enough to take it? I'm not sure.
He's got to get close to the target to throw that right uppercut.
Into the 6th round. Huck on the front foot, eating Two terrific jabs from Briedis.
I was going to say Huck got to show his stats, showing his physical strength, but you mentioned earlier that Briedis was maybe just as strong, and I think he's proved.
Otherwise, it is going to be too big a gap to close.
I honestly thought that Huck, I fancied Huck to win actually tonight, and he still might get the win. But I thought he would jump on Briedis earlier. He was his first world title fight. Will make him feel that being involved in a hard fight from the first round.
Chance of support, but he needs to start feeding on that support and needs to find some inspiration, and he needs to find it pretty soon. Nice defensive work from Briedis, good footwork.
I think it's the footwork of Briedis. He's not fleet-footed Briedis, but he's in and out with his feet, and I think Huck's just struggling to let his hands go. He's trying to edge forward.
And getting clipped.
Yeah. Well, it looked flashy. Actually, I don't think anything actually landed in that little exchange. But again, he's not dominating anything. But he's just doing enough to make the rounds, isn't he, Briedis?
Huck's going to have to bite on his gum shield and start letting more punches go, or this fight is surely going to slip away. Right hand from Huck.
If that takes away the crowd's influence on a judge, sometimes it can happen, but they're only human. And people remember, when you score a fight, it's not a judge. It's 12 one-round fights to a judge. He scores the round, this card goes away, and then the next round is and all that taking the title away from the champion. But that shows a bias towards the champion, so that can't happen. It has to be A and B.
The jab has been the decisive punch for Briedis. It's where he's really looked superior to Huck. And again, ticking him off maybe half.
He starts to rough you up and make space for those clubbing shots. It hasn't worked for him so far tonight. Briedis again turning him on the ropes. The referee couldn't really call him for that. But again, it's a round where not much is happening. But Briedis has totally taken with that right hand of Marco Huck.
I was going to say, he's done a good job of the right hand being landed by Huck, and there's a terrific right hand from Briedis.
He felt that as well there, Marco Huck.
Forced to give ground, and you don't see that too often by Huck.
And that's the first time we've seen Briedis put a bit of snap in his punches, a little whipping shot that right hand.
Looking like it's his fight. Huck looking a little bit clumsy and a little bit short of ideas. Plan A has not worked.
Well, he's always been clumsy, but he's never been short of ideas. I know that, he's always had, in the end, he's always just gone for it, hasn't he? In the last 30 seconds, always a tough fight. He's bit on, as you said, bit on his gum shield.
Singly by those two attempted lunging overhand shots in the closing stages of that 7th round, when it looked like another round for Mairis Briedis. 8th round, and it's starting to look as though Marco Huck's going to have to find a stoppage win here.
Adjustments of the feet has been pretty clever.
Huck corner imploring him to be the man forcing the pace, to get on the front foot and make the fight.
Because he hasn't, even if he's losing the rounds, he hasn't put He needs to double up that jab. One to stop the movement, the second one to set up the right hand. But the footwork of Briedis has been good. The little movement, little adjustments. Nice hand there from Huck.
Last few seconds. Has Huck done enough to win this round? Certainly the last 30 seconds, Briedis has been the superior.
Pass for Briedis, and that's been the difference. So Huck's going to really, for me, Huck needs to stop it.
Could argue that he was outboxed by Ofalabi, but found a way to do it. He hasn't been able to turn it into sort of the Rocky style epic that's become the trademark.
And for me, he needed what he needed, Huck.
Huck surely has got to win everything from here on in.
For me, there's been 2 rounds where I could have given to Huck. Maybe 3. The last one. Good shot. There from Huck.
Trying to lead off with the right hand. Just turned a bit uncomfortably.
Yeah, just clip with the left hook. Nothing heavy though. No.
He's not been able to find the purple patches which he usually produces.
I think that's down to Briedis. He took that right hand away very early, and then it's been a struggle ever since for Marco Huck. But having a bit of a better round so far.
Huck needs to find a way to go toe-to-toe with this fella. Try and drag him into a battle.
And he just landed with a good right hand there, did Huck, but then did nothing after it. Actually didn't land with anything there, Briedis. Landed on the arms a few times there, Huck. He's just showing how physically strong he is at this stage of the fight.
That's been a... Here's the old chat come through when it counts. Good start to the round, though, from Briedis.
Made him rough early. And take the better technical boxer out with his rhythm.
What we can't feel, of course, from watching, as we are doing, is the power of Briedis. Maybe forearm of Huck going in again. Huck looking for that chopping right hand again and again and again. And as you say, Barry, the left hook, left hand has been almost conspicuous by its absence. He's become a bit of a one-trick pony. Example of a man working pretty well to a plan. Two headshots get through, and Huck forced to give into play some sort of an influence on the way the judges see it. I wonder. You
would hope not. You might get some of those closer rounds might swing in Huck's favour because of that. But you can only have one winner for me, and that Briedis boxed out of his skin. I think he kept to a plan, as you said. The footwork was really good, and he made Huck.
Ladies
Here we go.
Gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. We have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. All 3 in favor of the winner. And the new WBC Cruiserweight champion of the world, and still undefeated,